We'll look at a bunch of different techniques for handling the linguistic ambiguity. For all of these, the goal really is to figure out what is the right set of synonyms to construct, and more importantly, at some level, is how do I use that set of synonyms? So, what is the right way to infuse it into my retrieval model? So let's start with the simplest. The simplest way, the most natural way, if I woke you up in the middle of the night and ask you, how are you going to deal with synonyms? You're probably going to say a thesaurus. Right? That's the thing that comes to most people naturally. So here's an example of a thesaurus. It is a particularly good thesaurus. It's very, very focused, and using it gives really good results. And the reason it works is this thesaurus was developed for one very narrow domain, and it works in that one very narrow domain. So this is the MeSH thesaurus. So it's used for Medline, which is a search engine that you can use to search for any kinds of medical studies that were carried out pretty much anywhere in the world. So the medical community, they have a single resource where they put all of their publications, and if you're a medical researcher, there's pretty much one place to search for relevant things. And that's the thesaurus that's used in that search engine. And this is the entry. This is basically the set of synonyms that are the right synonyms for the word neck pain. Right? So basically, if you're looking for neck pain in medical lingo, you're probably looking for one of these, maybe cervicalgia, or maybe cervical pain, or maybe something like that. So how is that useful? It's useful because you can take a query that contains neck pain and figure out that it should match all of those terms occurring in the documents. Now, it works for Medline, works for the domain for which it was developed. As you can imagine, if you try to use it on the web, in the wild, on an unconstrained corpus, it is going to be pretty disastrous, right? You're going to take user queries neck pain and convert it to C23.888.592, blah, blah, blah. That will match all sorts of things completely unrelated to what the user wants. So, good resource if it has been developed for the domain that you're working with, but the development is very intensive. So things like that take years and years to build, and lots of people working on them.